Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. We've got some big news relating to the crafting event that is coming out, the Repair Factory crafting event, and that is the new top level reward just announced is the A-7K Corsair. This is a two-seater version of the Corsair. It is a rank 7 event vehicle, so this should be pretty darn interesting, but if you guys know anything about Corsairs, you never see them flying, and for good reason, because they are slow at their BR. They are really slow for their BR, and there's no real comparable aircraft for them to fight. But that being said, this one is a little bit different. So let's go over some of the key features of this aircraft so you guys can kind of know what this thing is all about. So again, this is pretty much going to be about the same in terms of performance as the A7D, A7E that are already in game. So it's going to have pretty terrible performance. Now the thing about this is that it is a two-seater, so technically speaking, pilot sniping should be a little bit less common, though I'm not really sure how much that matters at this BR. The A7K also features a thermal imaging pod, which should help out in differentiating targets. So that's pretty cool too, I guess. You know, it is an upgrade, and any upgrades on this aircraft are welcome, so that's pretty cool. Oh, and just by the way, the A7K was apparently a two-seater built for National Guard training. So it's a really interesting version that they have this in-game, but okay. But getting more into the features of this vehicle, it can carry up to around 12,000 pounds of bombs, which is very cool. It can carry up to 4 GBU-8 guided bombs. I believe those are the 2,000 pound guided bombs, which is awesome. And also up to 6 AGM-65B Mavericks. So theoretically speaking, this should be a very capable close air support aircraft. Additionally, and I think this is where most people are going to like this aircraft, it can carry AIM-9Ls as well. So the other A7s do not have the capability to carry AIM-9Ls, but this is the first one, as far as I know, that can carry AIM-9Ls, so hopefully that makes it a bit more competitive in air battles, but it just kind of feels like Gaijin is adding a bunch of subsonic all-aspect missile carriers, and this is just another version of it. Now, at this BR, I'm assuming it's going to be about 10.7 BR, maybe 11.0 BR. I don't really know if it's going to be very competitive, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, the difference is that at 9.7, 10.0 BR, where you find things like the A6E, A10, the Su-25K, all of those have all-aspect missiles, they're facing much less capable aircraft. This will probably not be facing much less capable aircraft, and I think it's going to get whomped. But hey, who knows? You know, I mean, this is definitely going to fare better than the A7E and A7D that are currently in game, so I'm pretty darn stoked. Oh, and if I have not mentioned it already, this is going to be a US vehicle if it wasn't obvious. Now, I personally would have preferred, and I did a little bit of research on this, would have been the Y7F. I feel like that would have been a really cool event vehicle. Unfortunately, we're not getting it, but the Y7F was a prototype attack aircraft that was developed from the A7 platform, and it was a supersonic aircraft that had the same engine as the F-15 and F-16, at least the early variants. It had the F-100 PW220 turbofan with around 120 kilonewtons of force with the afterburner. I think that would have been really cool. Had options for up to 7,700 kilograms of ordnance, or 17,000 pounds, which would have been slamming. And I'm sure that this would have carried some pretty capable anti-aircraft ordnance as well, which in my opinion would have made this vehicle not only much more sought after, and would increase the rate of people actually playing in this crafting event, because crafting events sometimes have backfiring effects where people stop playing War Thunder. I feel like that would have been a much better option that a lot of people would have actually wanted. But hey, you know, I mean, the A7K, they already had the model pretty much in game, just add another seat, make some small changes, and voila, you have your vehicle. Either way, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. It's a pretty interesting addition, but at the same time, not really. It just kind of goes to show that pretty much one of the things that Gaijin is just doing at this point is just adding a bunch of subsonic aircraft with AIM-9Ls, and that trend is continuing, thus making this not all too special. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Of course, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I appreciate all of that. Either way, thanks again, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.